There are growing concerns from federal judges over increased threats against them after a dramatic uptick in violent rhetoric and calls for impeachment online. In the past year alone, the online hate speech against judges has risen by 327%. That's according to research by the watchdog organization Global Project Against Hate and Extremism. Several judges are sharing their experiences at today's forum, and here's some of what Judge Kuhnauer said about the incidents his family has endured.
The local sheriff's office received a call saying that I had murdered my wife, and they arrived at my house with weapons drawn and in what is now called a swatting incident. Shortly after that, we received a message from the FBI that there was a bomb at our house.
For more on this, I want to bring in CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman. Katrina, thanks for being here with us today. What's been coming out of this forum? That is some very powerful remarks.
I mean, that is absolutely how to describe it. Another thing they did is they played a message, Jolene, that one of these judges, McConnell, had received in his chambers. And it's hard to describe how virulent this message was. And it's one of over 400 that just his court received. Wow. Someone saying they wanted him assassinated, wanted him thrown in prison. So these judges are under threat. They talked about how not just them, but their children are receiving these threats. There's pizza doxing that's happening. Mm-hmm. They're being sent to their homes, some of them in the name of Judge Esther Salas. This is someone whose son was killed back in 2020 by a disgruntled lawyer. Her husband was shot, and but he survived. And U.S. Marshals have cautioned these judges not to speak out, but she still does. And Judge McConnell said she is why he was speaking today, because they want the public to take a stand for the independent judiciary. He said it was the first time that his faith has been shaken in his ability to be a judge, to do his job independently.
You spoke exclusively with Judge Esther Salas. What did she say about the rise in threats against judges?
She talked, for one, about the immense escalation. For example, in 2022, there were about 400 threats total that 1 year. Just the first half of 2025, there have already been over 400. Let's take a listen to what she had to say.
There were 103 pizzas that were delivered or attempted to be delivered to judges all throughout the United States. Let's be very clear, all throughout the United States. Those pizzas were going to the judges' home addresses. They started going to the judges' adult children, their home addresses. And since April 6th, I did get confirmation that at least 20 pizzas have been delivered to various judges in my murdered son's name.
And what that means is these are threats saying that what happened to Esther Salas' son could happen to you, could happen to your children. This is now going beyond federal judges to state judges as well. In Colorado and Florida, we know of so far.
Wow, this is very disturbing and really scary for these families. Thank you for your reporting, Katrina. We appreciate it.
Thank you.